Hey everybody, it's Wendy Cranford. I am here today to talk about basic stamping. So this is going to be the beginning of a series that'll last for a few weeks, and we're going to, every time I'm on video with you for this series, we're going to be talking about basic stamping, either supplies or the stamping itself. So today, as an intro, I just want to do a quick how to get started stamping if you've never stamped before. I get asked this question a lot at parties and different things, what to get when you first start. So this is a pack of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. It's Whisper White. It has 40 sheets in it. And if you cut your paper, your cardstock that you get in half, hot dog wise, you get two 4.25 by 11 sheets. Or if you cut it hamburger style, you're going to get two 5.5 by 8.5 sheets. So this pack of cardstock would make 40 cards for you. Or I'm sorry, 80 cards. So remember, one sheet of paper can make 2 card bases. So this would be 80 cards. Okay, so there's this. And then I would suggest getting mini glue dots. These are awesome for gluing on embellishments and different things like that that you can't really use adhesive on. We have a Snail Adhesive here. This is great. It's like this, and it's for adhering paper or ribbon or whatever it is that you want to adhere. This is sticky strip. It's the Mondo Mega Sticky ish thing. I mean, it makes everything stick. So if you're making cards that have special working parts, like a pop-up card or something like that, or a box, you would want some sticky strip because it's super strong. And then Stampin' Dimensionals, you can't live without. You absolutely have to have those. And that's so that everything you make can have dimension if you choose to. A pair of paper snips. These are awesome scissors. They're super sharp. They have this really cool little plastic cover on them. And then every card maker has to have a bone folder. I would highly suggest getting Stampin' Up's bone folder. You don't want to get one in a store and get a plastic one. They just don't seem to work as well, and they get little snags on them and points that then can rip your cardstock later down the road. So I really like our bone folder because it's not made from plastic. Okay, so this hole here, just to get you started, this would be $48. So that I'm just trying to give you a frame of reference money-wise how this stuff runs. And then I would also suggest getting a Stampin Trimmer. Some people already have a 12 by 12 trimmer at home. That's fine if that's what you want to use to get started. If you don't have one, I would highly suggest getting ours. It has 2 functioning blades on it. It has a scoring blade, which really isn't a blade, it's a tool. It scores. And then it has a blade right here. It has this handy dandy arm that comes out so you can cut paper up to 14 inches. And then on the back, it has this storage area that allows you to put like your scissors, your bone folder can fit back here so that you have a place to store all that stuff and some other miscellaneous items. So that's kind of nice. Okay. So that's $29.95. So for this and the other supplies I just showed you, it would be $78. So we're going to add a little to that. We're going to look at making a card. So I have a card cut here at 4.25 by 11, and I'm going to go ahead and fold it in half, and that makes a 4.25 by 5.5 card, and it's going to open this way. And then I have another piece of Whisper White cardstock that I've cut at 4 inches by 5.25. And I really wanted to show you how you can actually make a card with very small supplies, because when you're starting out, that's what you have. That's what I had. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to use Simple Stems stamp set. This is in our Occasions catalog. And I've picked just 2 stamp pads, and I did that purposefully because I want to show you that you can make beautiful things with just a couple of stamps and stamp pads, and then you can grow your collection from there. Alright, so I'm going to use the Pear Pizzazz first, and I'm just going to choose my stamp, and they come in at one sheet and you have to punch them out and add these stickers to them. So I'm going to just go ahead and grab one that I've already prepared here. And then we have our clear blocks. And if you chose to, you could get wood mount stamps, but I prefer the clear blocks. So you can purchase a clear block as well. Or we have a bundle that gives you 3 clear blocks right up front, which is kind of nice. So I'm just going to stamp a couple images here. And then I'm going to grab my little flower image. And I'm using Rich Razzleberry for that. Okay, so as you can see, this is not a very fancy card. It doesn't have tons of stuff and tons of layers, but it's pretty and I really love it, and I think that it would be a beautiful card to receive just like this, okay, just with nothing else on it. However, I did some figuring, and I figured that if you purchased a stamp set and 2 stamp pads, that would put you just over $100 in sales, which means you would get 2 free celebration items, which means you could add to your collection. So here, we'll just assume that you would want these 2. So I'm going to go ahead and use this stamp set. This is a free celebration stamp set, so every $50 you spend, you get a free item. So I'm going to choose this Live Happy sentiment, and I'm going to stamp it in Rich Razzleberry. Okay, this clear block is dirty. So when your clear blocks get dirty, sometimes they don't stick, and you have to wash them. So we'll just stick this one down. Live happy. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and take some dimensionals that we talked about that you would have. Peel these off the back, and I'm going to go ahead and stick this right here. So now this is popped up. I don't know if you can see, it's popped up. So it is, I think it's a really pretty card. It's a very basic, but it's beautiful and I really love it. And so I just wanted to show you for such small amount of supplies how you can make a card, and you can get really creative. And so I hope that you join me for this basic stamping series. If you've never stamped before, I'm hoping to really give you lots of information in this series as we go. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.